Hi, this is Anne Marie Gaddy of Classic Movie Hub for an exclusive interview with Claude Jarman Jr.
Hello, this is Claude Jarman Jr. This is my third blog, and I'd like to tell you about my third film called Roughshod. I did not cover a lot of this in my book, My Life in the Final Days of Hollywood, so now I can talk a little bit more about that particular production, which was a lot of fun. It was a Western made in Bridgeport, California. We slept in tents for 2.5 months. It was a story featuring Robert Sterling. I played his brother, and we were taking some horses across the High Sierras and ended up escorting a group of dance hall girls who had been kicked out of a town. We were also being pursued by John Ireland, who I forget what his beef was, but at any rate, it was kind of an action type film. It was really, to me, it was significant because it was my first Western, and I fell in love with riding horses. I was able to ride every day. We'd ride from one set to another and throughout the High Sierras, and it was just a wonderful, wonderful summer experience for me. It's interesting because the 3, 4 dance hall girls were Martha Hyer, Jeff Donnell, Gloria Grahame, and who was the third one? Oh, Myrna Dell. And it was interesting to me because these women were just 25 years old. They were just launching their careers. And they all went on to have long-time successful careers. Martha Hyer made 72 films. Jeff Donnell made 50 films and played George Gobel's wife in the George Gobel television series. Myrna Dell made 60 movies. She was a dance hall girl in 16 movies. And Gloria Grahame, of course, had a very successful career. She won an Academy Award for the film Bad and the Beautiful. She was also kind of a heroine in the film noir world and had quite a career. Was a very interesting, very nice person. Another interesting fact was that this was a film that I made at RKO. I'd been loaned out to RKO by MGM, and so I was working for a different studio. And when we found that I had time for my schooling, I would go into this little schoolhouse at RKO, and the only student in that school was Natalie Wood. And I really felt sorry for her because she was there all by herself. And of course, at that time, I was at the MGM school with about 10 other kids, and we all had quite a nice time, fun time together. But obviously, Natalie went on to have a very successful career, and it was kind of an interesting side note. The film did pretty well. It was in black and white. It was one of those films that came out, was made in 1948, and I think it came out in early 1949. At any rate, I enjoyed making that film because I really enjoyed the Western part of it, and it was, to me, sort of an indication of where my career was going, and I went on to make 3 other Westerns, including Rio Grande, which I'll talk about in a future blog.